I don't know if you can see it clearly, but it shows basically what the consumption pattern is for Jamaica for energy, and transportation accounts for about 46%. Right? And the manufacturing sector accounts for 22%, and electricity in a range of about 30%. Now, these sectors all depend on imports. So the manufacturing depends on the electricity cost, which is now at 42 US cents. And we don't even have to talk about the impact of the rate of exchange, of the foreign exchange. Now, what does this do to us? It imposes a competitive and profit-robbing threat to our business operations. Do we agree? Okay. Now, in addition to that, you have less money to spend, and it depletes your ability to compete internationally as a business. Now, Jamaica is faced with a problem as it relates to a negative debt to GDP ratio, and now we're at about 150%. The question is, what can we do about this crippling energy situation? I say, let us take the energy bull by the horn. It is a fact that energy efficiency or conservation is the quickest, cheapest, most practical source of energy. Now, studies have shown that about 60% of the energy we utilize is somewhat wasted. So if we don't waste it, we won't want it. Now, how do we get to the point of taking that energy bull by the horn? The two presenters before alluded to some aspects of energy management, and it is critical that for any business that you establish an energy management program as one of the main things to do. Undertaking an energy audit, and I'll tell you a little bit more about each of them. Choosing the right type of technology, and also empowering your employees to do more, training them where necessary. Now, as it relates to energy management, is a key to driving productivity. Simple monitoring and evaluation activities can allow reaping of the low-hanging fruits, as I call them. Right? You can control your expenses. You can also reduce your vulnerability to the energy prices that we are facing. This here is basically an energy management assessment matrix, which has 5 levels basically, and you can utilize it to rate your business as it relates to whether you are having a good energy management program in place. Right? The score for each of those levels is 4, and the presentation is available, so you could always look at that. But the key aspects of the energy management matrix are energy management policy, which basically looks at how integrated the energy management is in your management structure. For example, how many businesses have an energy management policy that when you employ somebody, the HR tells you that this is a policy and this is how you have to operate as an employee to ensure that we cut our costs? Not many, but that will rate you as it relates to that. Accountability, identifying somebody who has the responsibility in the organization for energy management. Staff motivation and communication is another focus area there. And it's about putting formal and informal communication systems in place at all levels to ensure that employees are aware of what is happening and what to do as it relates to energy efficiency and being part of the management process. There's also a tracking and monitoring and reporting system, which basically it's a full system that sets targets, monitors consumption and identifies faults, quantifies savings and provide budget tracking. Awareness, training and promotion, market the value of EE results to everyone in the organization and outside of the organization. And then there's the investment in terms of how positive is it in terms of what is the company doing as it relates to investing in buildings, energy efficiency buildings, and looking at savings in terms of equipment. Now the audits, as I mentioned, there are 3 main levels of energy audits. The first one, which is a walkthrough or a simple audit, is basically just walking through your facility and identifying areas of wastage. right? Documenting a few things, looking at your energy bills. It's a very simple process, right? Now, a level 2 audit is a more comprehensive audit, so to speak, and it will require a skilled energy auditor to come into your facility to assist in doing a level 2 energy audit, right? And this will allow you to look at where things such as your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system. Mr. Miller from Conservate mentioned that his company provides that kind of service. The level 3 basically is more comprehensive and looks at large-scale investments towards reducing energy efficiency. Choosing the right technology, as we mentioned, is critical, and this can help you to achieve simultaneous goals. Now, an energy management system is a system which helps you, it's a computerized system which helps you to monitor your energy consumption and also control your energy usage, right? And an internet-based management system is one technology that you could look at if you want to focus on establishing a good management system in place. People talk about solar energy and wind and think that, that's the way to get rid of your energy cost or become efficient. But the reality is that it makes no sense that you install a RE system and you are still wasting, right? So when you're looking at using the various technologies, it is critical that you first start with conservation and look at improving in efficiencies. The whole issue of looking at Energy Star equipment, for example, when you're purchasing. In Jamaica, we really do not have a lot of energy standards, but the Energy Star equipment you can focus on when you're purchasing, right?